Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening if you are in the other side of the world, or good morning for those of you here in the UK. Welcome to Melbourne International Airport, Melbourne Tullamarine. Here in Australia, it's Milk Run Monday, a weekly event by the folks at VATPac, and it's been a long time since we've been able to take part. It's already super busy. The event's well underway now, and we are here in the PMDG 777-300ER once again. Absolute favourite of mine. It's really gripped me, this aeroplane has. And we are off to Sydney in this whopper of an event. We've got the Orbex Melbourne Airport scenery installed here, as you can see. Really nice. Been a while since we've been here. And we're off to fly Tampa's fantastic Sydney Airport as well to end the single sector flight for today. MPS Gaming, good afternoon to you, matey. I think it's afternoon for you now in Sweden, isn't it? I'm not sure. Maybe just about. Paul, good evening, mate. David, good morning to you. Gav, good evening. And Chinook and Justin, you guys too as well. Good evening to you guys. Hopefully the time being a little bit earlier than usual is a bit nicer for you folks over in Australia and New Zealand. Sandeep, good afternoon as well. Loads of aircraft all piling in. And we've had to use the international terminal. I think that's the international pier anyway, but we've used it because of the necessity of some of the parking spaces needing to be big enough for the jet. Canadian Flight Simmer, good morning to you. Welcome, mate. So a flight time of about an hour and 30. What I might do is just fiddle the fuel a little bit more, just to take a bit more on board. It's super busy, as you can see here, so being an event, it would be wise for us to just take a bit of extra fuel on board, perhaps. Although we should have enough, to be fair. What we'll do is we'll have a look at Volanta, understand the airspace around Sydney before we do commit to any pushback. And we should expect pushback in about 20 minutes from now as we go through all of the bits pre-departure here at stand Delta 5 in our Osprey Airways 777-300ER. If you're new to the channel, hit like, hit subscribe. Great to have you on board with us today. Captain Mozza, hello. And I'm going to be gritting and bearing through some back pain today as well. I've been lifting and shifting and cutting a whole load of hedgerow yesterday up in the Midlands at my mum's old house. And with that, I didn't have any hedge trimmers, so I had to manually use loppers, which I broke. I was in the middle of, and with that, it it meant that I had to do a hell of a lot of extra work. I'm going to hit B just for that keybind to change the barrow pressure there. Yeah, so here we are at home in the mighty 777. I do love this aeroplane. It's so good. Night Shepherd, how are you, matey? We've got our in-flight entertainment screens there, fired up with our Osprey Airways. We need to change that actually with the new symbology, don't we? Right, what do we got? Let's tune to the local frequency 1320, which is delivery. We've already been cleared via PDC, so when we loaded in, after about 10 minutes, we got a text message from the controller clearing us for our route today, which is this. Out of the airport here at Melbourne, stand Delta 5 and the cul-de-sac short taxi. It's likely going to be Tango Quebec and then full length runway 27, which is a really short runway look. So those of you who have seen my 777 tutorials on the channel recently, you'll have noticed one of the episodes focuses purely on short runways. That can't be right, that's approach. That PDC was incorrect. 121.7.
Ready for taxi.
Oh, hold on.
402, thank you. Taxi by Golf Alpha, hold short of Tango.
127.2.
Taxi by Golf Alpha, hold short Tango. Contact 432.
Just Flight 32, report ready on the tower frequency 120.45. Good night.
Then we'll run through ground, delivery first, just to show that we've got clearance. Right, where were we? Back to the charts, sorry. So yeah, 2,286 metres runway. We did a tutorial series for the 777, and one of those episodes focused on short field for performance, with a departure out of wonderful Princess Juliana. So if you missed that, definitely go check that out, but we're going to take all of those principles from that episode and put it into use right now live for this departure. So departing initially westbound off 27 onto the Dorsal 1 departure. So initially 263 degrees to Atnol, and then from there 332 degrees to Parsi, climbing up above 10,000 feet, Pert, and then 049 degrees to Dorsal before heading off en route. Northeasterly all the way, basically. Over Albury, north of Canberra, and then working into Sydney, out over the coast for the arrival today into Sydney Airport. Should be quite nice again. Winds at the moment 18 knot headwind at 27, crosswind of 7 knots, and in Sydney currently 8 knot crosswind, 8 knot headwind. Very choppy conditions. If I just run the METAR command for you guys here in the live chat, you'll be able to see what's going on there. So look at that, and there's the weather for takeoff. Winds 260 at 19, gusting 29, broken cloud at 34, broken at 41, overcast 55, QNH 1003. So it's going to be spicy. If I just show you Volanta briefly, that is the cell that's over Melbourne at the moment. So that's why it's so choppy. You can see it's already pretty gusty and pretty windy Melbourne to Sydney at the moment. So it should be quite interesting. Now I reckon we will be okay without having to tweak the fuel much more. We'll see what happens. I've got enough fuel to get to Sydney and Canberra, so I'd like to think we should have enough just to fly a couple of holds and to have a missed approach in case it all goes a bit Pete-tong. Just waiting for the GSX thing to pop up on my screen again so that I can see what the crack is. Almost 285 passengers loaded. So weight for today, takeoff weight, 220 tonnes effectively, and we can have a little look here at our performance calculations. So everything's already done. Flaps 20 is going to be in use for takeoff today with a cell temp of 54, and we're going to use takeoff profile 1, which gives us those V speeds there, 134, rotate 135, V2 141, and that's the thrust limitation page, as you can see. Just the next page on for that. Going into climb profile 2 just to try and smooth out the climb for our flight today. But that's kind of it. There's not really much else to see or worry about for this takeoff. The transponder's set, everything else is done, parking brakes done, brake RTO, 5,000 for the initial climb, runway heading 263, speed set 141, flight directives can go on, LNAV, VNAV. Auto thrust system's already engaged. We'll have the nav lights on. We'll put the logo light on as well because that looks pretty snazzy. And we will put the seatbelt sign on. I'm very tempted to take extra fuel.
9 Echo 1, thanks. Remain this frequency. Call me for push. Yeah, we are ready for push as well. 9 Echo 1. 9 Echo 1, you can monitor ground 121.7. Good day.
Chinook, thanks buddy. How are you? It's been a little while. I know the time zones for yourself are pretty intense for the streams, but appreciate that. Very generous of you. It's just gifted 5 channel memberships to some of you watching today. So welcome to Panman, Dancing Tango, Fly with Craig, Abdul the Abgeek and Mitchell. You guys have been gifted a 1-month channel membership courtesy of Chinook. So that's all sorted, and Sundeep as well, my goodness. Boeing 787 fan, Derby, Sean Churchill, Soaring Guy, and Staircase, another 5 channel memberships gifted. Overhead panel looks pretty good. Let's just get our confirmation of the clearance via PDC.
33 Alpha, monitor ground, 121.7, Delta East, push, good day.
117, I'll send you off for the day.
What's our ATC a second? We have got info Tango QNH 1203.
404, ready.
Expect turbulence in the CCT area. Sigma 10 valid.
404, you can monitor ground 121.7, Delta East, push, good day.
Boarding complete.
And Melbourne delivery, g'day again, Qantas 8666, Charlie 8, ready for push.
Everybody's getting the pushback clearance now. What we can do is go to ground operations. That's all done, so I'm going to close the cargo.
You can monitor ground 121.7, Delta East, push, good day.
And close entry to left.
1.7, Qantas 8666, g'day.
Well, delivery good evening. Osprey 993 Bravos with information Tango PDC cleared, fully ready.
Osprey 99.3 Bravo, you can go ahead with your PDC readback.
They've got the Dosal 1 departure and squawking 3605 stand Delta 5 Osprey 993 Bravo.
Osprey 99.3 Bravo, thanks. Remain at frequency, call when ready for push.
We'll go, we're ready, Osprey 993 Bravo.
Osprey 99.3 Bravo, you can monitor ground 121.7, good day.
Ground 1217, thanks to the ATC, enjoy the event, Osprey 993 Bravo, good night.
See ya.
217. So then we got Tower 125.
650 call as well.
I am requesting push, Charlie 8.
2 seconds.
Go for Charlie 4,
Thank you. Qantas 8656, pushback is approved disconnect point for part 3.
25. That's Scud. And before start then, flight deck door is closed and locked.
Push approved.
Passenger signs set, NCPV2 heading track and altitude all set, and we've just gone through our takeoff performance as well. So V1 rotate and V2 speeds are done. CVU pre-flight is complete and trims aileron rudder 00. Taxi takeoff briefing completed.
44, go ahead.
Qantas 44, you're able to taxi.
And then we'll be beacon light on in a second. So we are ready.
Quebec, hold shoulder, Quebec, Qantas 44.
So busy. I love it. Been a while since we've taken part in an event. Chinix's mate doing good, been in New Zealand, so happy to make it to a stream. Yeah, it's very late already for you, isn't it? So it's probably nice that I've been able to do one of these. My time, my work schedule and all that kind of stuff hasn't really allowed for us to, just going to remove the jetway there, to do a stream over the last few weeks.
Did I ask you before? I can't remember.
Yeah, you did.
As a retrojet, lovely.
Sorry.
Melbourne Ground Cafe 44, gate Delta 12. We are for a pushback for uniform 3.
Yeah, which means it should be about 9 PM New Zealand time, maybe? Or 8 PM? Not sure.
Pushback uniform 3, Cafe 44.
Rain's already coming in here at Melbourne.
477 Melbourne Ground, ready for taxi.
2 hours.
So what have we got? Engine, TCAS, fuel pressures. That's fine.
Boeing 777, affirmative.
Boeing 777, thanks, taxi via Alpha Echo, join
Centre tanks are empty, we've got 8.9 tonnes in each, so we'll leave all of the fuel pumps on.
What was your last instruction? Taxi to Papa, I believe.
And I don't want to start the APU until we're almost ready for pushback.
Anyway, contact tower 20.5.
So 20.5, just done that.
Lovely, 883, if you're still with me, report ready on the tower frequency 20.5.
Ready on the frequency 20.5 with the 883.
Do you reckon we need extra fuel, folks?
Osprey 99 stand at Delta 11, MSFS push and stop.
Right, once there, Qantas 484, you're going to sneak in front of the Qantas off to your left there, taxi Quebec, and follow behind the Virgin, hold short of runway 27.
We'll see what happens.
Copy, Quebec behind
To be fair, it looks like it'd just be the departure that's more of an issue.
Melbourne terminal information, uniform is now current to changes, wind 260 degrees 21 knots, clouds, view 1,900, broken 3,200, overcast 4,100, that's information uniform.
Contact 471, do you want us over to a tower?
Qantas 471 negative, so I'm going to give you more instructions in a
Just going to put 1,000 kilos in.
Roger, 471.
Extra.
744, you able to taxi?
So what do we want? I'll do it manually in here. FS actions, fuel.
744 taxi, Juliet, Alpha, hold short of Yankee.
Taxi Juliet, Alpha,
18750, so it's just going to change our weights a little bit.
Taxi Juliet, Alpha, Yankee.
Performance tool wise, that'll all stay the same.
This call sign wrong, but Ozjet 33 Alpha pushback is approved.
Pushback approved to Austrian 33 Alpha, thank you.
It's Austrian, isn't it?
Austrian, Osprey 598 heavy, request pushing start at Delta 1.
That's good.
Thanks. Sorry, station outside of 11, was that Osprey?
Osprey
Performance
598
page.
heavy on Delta 11, request push and start.
Just going to reset that a second.
Melbourne ground,
122014, that's fine. Thrust limits.
Push and start approval
10 to 54.
Tango 11, Osprey 5.
Qantas 9 Foxtrot
141, 141.
ahead of you, Quebec holding point runway 27.
Flaps for 20 for takeoff today, and that's important because we need to make sure we've got enough space
Melbourne ground, Cathay,
and room for error. My goodness, it's so busy, everybody's stepping on each other. I can't get in. Right, extra 1,000 kilos should be fine, shouldn't it? So,
sorry, correction, Qantas, no, Cathay 89, just hold short of Echo for me.
Cathay 1216.
God, this visibility.
Cathay
Look at this.
1216, thank you, Echo, hold short 1, pick down the bay number.
Start the APU.
No worries, stand by. Cathay 89, you with me?
Ground, Cathay 89 is clear of the runway, and I've got the traffic on the right hand side.
Thanks, Cathay 89, you're going to be number 2, give way to them, then you can taxi Echo, hold short 16.
Okay, up to him, taxi Echo, hold short 16, Cathay 89.
Cafe,
ground, neither 126, with you, request push clear.
So I don't want to just jump in.
598, you're pushing.
I stopped up GSX, take some time, Osprey 598.
No worries, how much time do you need?
1 minute, 2 minutes.
Osprey 598, thanks, cancel, pushback clearance, call me when you're ready.
Ground, Osprey 5145, start Delta, request push and start please.
Osprey 5145,
So big tip,
to the cafe behind.
we've got to make sure we've got our tug connected first, so we're going to connect the ground pin and everything here. Oh goodness, it's so wet. Certainly in events like this, it's really important for us to just spend a bit of time getting everything configured first, so that when we do request pushback, we can begin it immediately.
Echo, shut up, Quebec 471, thank you.
Do you have a station point for pushback again?
New Zealand 126.
New Zealand 126, there we go. Are you able to disconnect point Tango 8?
Tango 8, what's that for runway 27?
8, sir.
No problem, we can do that, that's all good.
New Zealand 126, thanks, push and start is approved, disconnect point Tango 8, tail to the east.
No problem, tower to the east and Tango 8, thanks, 126.
This tower 744, just confirm you are.
So tower 125 is next. We've got that pre-tuned, transponder set.
Just tower 744, no worries, it's going to be up to your 11 o'clock there, it's going to be Juliet, thanks you Juliet. First
Let's get the beacon light on. We're going to hit normal just to bring in the before taxi setup. We're going to go to the engine page.
Austrian 33 Alpha, thanks, taxi Quebec, hold short of Echo.
Quebec, short of Echo, Austrian 33 Alpha.
Melbourne ground, g'day
Right.
again, Qantas 8656, Charlie 8.
Bloody ripper.
Taxi.
Qantas 8656, thanks, taxi Papa, hold short of Echo.
Taxi Papa, hold short of Echo, Qantas 8656.
Ground, good evening, Osprey 9093 Bravo, stand Delta 5, request push start.
Hold short of Tango and 30, yeah, hold, is that, sorry, Qantas 8656, is that hold short of Tango? on
Jesus.
Papa?
Negative, taxi Tango, hold short of Quebec.
Taxi Tango, hold short of Quebec, Qantas 8656.
Custom profile here.
Trying to call as well.
Osprey 993 Bravos for push.
Start.
Ah!
Do it again. Osprey 598. Same thing as before. Pushback is approved. Tango.
This is the problem with events, they get so stressful. And I always end up misclicking and getting on top of somebody.
Repeat, please. Tango 11 before.
And then I just sit quiet again for a little bit because I don't want to get
Osprey
in
598 is disconnect point Tango 11. Tail to the east.
in the
Pushback
way.
is approved.
Approved east Osprey 58.
Thanks. Cafe 1216. Cross runway 16 on Echo. Hold
Yeah,
short of
custom
Alpha.
profile, this
So
is
what
in
was
the
the bang?
Orbex Melbourne Airport scenery. You have to go into the Orbex Melbourne scenery files and then you take the GSX profile out of the package and have to put it into your GSX MSFS virtuali folder, if that makes sense to you. It should do if you've been installing profiles and things. But that's how you get that custom pushback stuff here, really important, certainly in an event.
Cafe 44 with
Target
Sierra request taxi.
Echo 8 for pushback.
So once phone the station on Echo 8, confirm Qantas 432.
8 Qantas 432.
Qantas 432, Bay Echo 8, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Echo 8, Qantas 432.
Melbourne Ground, hello, Osprey 993 Bravos, Delta 5 request push. I think someone again.
New Zealand 126, just confirm you are pushing disconnect point Tango 8.
Oh my goodness.
Qantas 9 Foxtrot Sierra, would you like us to go over to tower?
Qantas 9 Foxtrot Sierra, thanks 20.5, good day.
Ah, you're doing alright, MPS.
Cafe 44 looking for taxi.
I'll just turn the APU off.
44 looking for taxi.
I don't know the...
Morning, Brian.
Cafe 44.
Hey, it's Cafe 44, taxi uniform hold short of Alpha, there's going to be traffic all over you.
Uniform hold short of Alpha and expecting traffic all over me. Cafe 44.
It's a nice way to have it. Osprey 993 request push.
Osprey 993 Bravo, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Osprey 993 Bravo. That's an easier way to get in, isn't it? Push north on Papa, I think, isn't it? So many options. Push north onto Papa. Where's my charts? Well, there's about 10 at once then.
Qantas 402 to confirm you're holding short of Papa.
Bar breaks off.
Qantas 402 is holding short Papa.
Thanks. Don't turn on to Papa like the UPS did.
Alright, noted.
Oh yeah, I've got to take
516 hold position.
ground ops, release.
Cafe
Remove.
44, if you just snuggle up to Alpha as much as you can, I just want to push this Osprey that's behind you.
Good, set.
Okay, we're snuggling up to Alpha, Cafe 44.
Thanks, I'm being very descriptive today. Jetstar 744, continue straight, hold short of Tango.
Okay, left engine start.
Cafe 1216,
Auto start.
taxi
left engine
Echo,
run.
Hold short of Alpha, I'm just waiting for New Zealand to come out from the bay.
Cafe 1216 on Alpha, we're holding short of Echo.
Cafe 89, cross runway 16 on Echo, hold short of
AC.
Cafe 89, ground.
Cleared across runway 16 on Echo and hold short of Victor.
Yeah, absolutely, Night Shepherd. Doing a great job.
404 Bay, Fox 17, push approved.
Cafe 44 snuggled.
Holding short Quebec, am I right to assume follow the Austrian 737?
Right, there's two at once, Herb snuggled and follow Austrian. The station calling about Austrian, Qantas 8656 station taxi Quebec.
Don't think this pushback is quite as neat as I would like.
Follow Austrian,
Oh yeah!
402 taxi by Echo, hold short Quebec.
Taxi by Echo, hold short.
Look at the emissives on the ground bouncing off underneath the belly. It's insane. So impressive.
Yep,
Truck driver's doing a splendid job.
UPS isn't responding, he wasn't supposed to turn up the power as well, we're only using Quebec, but I don't want you to get stuck behind him.
Right engine starts. Fuel control lever on. So flat 20 is quite intense. We're going to have a really busy departure, but on top of that, we've also got air traffic control to do as well.
You're supposed to actually push on to Tango. You can take C via Alpha Tango Sierra Echo. Hold behind the Boeing 777.
Alpha Tango Sierra Echo, correct?
Hey, firm.
Please don't back me into the terminal.
Ready to go.
You can stop any time now, that'd be great.
Are you able to turn off the Alpha or do you need Sierra?
Sierra would be preferable.
Thanks. New Zealand 126, Commander Taxi Alpha Short Echo.
That'll do. Just about.
Taxi Alpha,
Taxi Alpha,
Echo,
short of
126, thanks.
Echo Capital 15.
No, you need to listen to the call sign. That's for New Zealand 126, not Cafe.
Set.
Cafe 1216, Taxi Echo Sierra Tango. Hold short of Alpha.
Qantas Freight 767, nice.
Echo Sierra Tango.
It's good to be able to take part in a an event after some time. It's
Alpha, report ready
it's
on
been
the
a while.
Frequency 120.8 good night. Austrian Tree Alpha, ground.
Okay, right, trim 525, down we go.
Unlocking gear.
9 Echo 1, ready?
MPS, no worries, mate.
So what was the call sign?
9 Echo 1.
You were doing alright though.
9 Echo 1, get a
525.
taxi or for start?
Just check that in the flight controls page. 550.
Thanks, 9 Echo 1.
There we go, 525.
Required at Melbourne. When you're
Short
ready,
checks.
hold short of Sierra.
Order trim, aileron trim, both 00.
Sierra, 9 Echo 1.
Cafe 89, turn right Victor,
Ooh.
hold short Tango.
What's going on
Turn
there?
right, Victor, hold short of Tango, Qantas 89.
Jetstar 744, I'm going to get you moving in just a second.
Yeah, look at that.
Cafe's taking a few wrong turns.
My Thrustmaster Boeing TCA is really starting to show signs of significant
Let's do it once again.
problem. Just going to do a couple of wiggles of everything there, just so I'm just happy that that's safe.
Not sure what bay you're at, but push
Should be
approved.
flap 20 now.
Osprey 1245 at Delta 8, push approved.
Thanks, that's it.
Flap 20, 165, runway heading on, I'll beat now 141, that's all good. We've got an Emirates on final, taxi
cool.
lights
Again,
off.
I heard Qantas, so I recognise the voice now.
APU
and,
off.
Boeing, I heard you as well. Boeing 777, step on Echo, you've got about 8 aircraft in front of you. Qantas 80 at 656, say again.
It's giving us the ground pin.
Wondering what's going on with Austrian. He hasn't replied, and I'm right behind him on Quebec.
Yeah, when I get a moment, I'll be able to talk to Tower about him, see if he's got him. Tower's actually ringing me now, so just stand by.
Copy that.
Just a 5043 back, please.
Okay.
Okay, New Zealand 126, did you want to stick with you onto Echo or just hold short still?
Sorry, guys, when I say I'm calling someone, it means I'm coordinating. Qantas 126, taxi Alpha Echo, follow behind the 777.
Yeah, usually if a controller's having to coordinate, they can't be on the frequency, so it's pointless even trying to call up, because you just become a bit of a pain in the backside for the controller.
So just stand by, I'll call you back. I need to speak to Tower as well.
Copy that, Qantas 86, cheers.
New Zealand 126, so disregard your moving. Cafe 1216, taxi Tango Alpha, stand Delta 1A.
Tango Alpha, then Delta 1A.
If he continues to provide ATC comms though,
Uniform Victor, hold short Tango.
then it's fair
Uniform
game.
Victor, hold short Tango, Cafe 44.
Qantas 953, you with me?
Yeah, we're with you, Qantas 952.
Thanks, Qantas 953. It's going to be a delay about 5 minutes across.
Roger, Qantas 952.
Thanks.
Just a 5043, thanks.
Sorry, what was the call sign?
Jetstar 504.
So it's now 504. Stand by, I'll call you back.
And Osprey 9903 Bravo, request taxi.
9903 Bravo, taxi Tango, short of Quebec, follow behind the Qantas A320.
Taxi short of Quebec behind the Qantas 320, Osprey 9903 Bravo, heavy cheers.
Jetstar 504, just make sure your transponder's on, otherwise I can't see you.
I think it's good.
Just going to whack that on proper for him.
Thanks, Jetstar 504, taxi Juliet Victor, hold short of Tango.
So, Tango Quebec.
Juliet Victor, hold short thing with the 504.
Cafe 89, is Bay Delta 20 available for you?
Crikey. The MD-11s took
That would be perfect. Thank you.
took a right old sporty departure there. So that's the traffic I'll be behind there.
Into Bay 20 left, then line up with the bay.
So we try and identify where we're going
Qantas 953, cross runway 1.
using the charts
Taxi Sierra Tango, hold short of Papa.
like that.
Cross runway 34.
And then we know where we're going. Nice.
Tango Papa, I think.
Left, right's clear.
Echo Sierra Tango, short of Papa.
And certainly it's our responsibility really to try and help the controllers out because they are maxed out, super busy. So we can try and just be nice and precise and quick.
Thanks, mate.
Melbourne Ground,
Qantas 787 Dreamliner, very nice.
Right, all passengers, you're just going to have to stand by for me for 2 seconds. I just need to fall to the tower.
Short runway landing for him.
I think that made sense.
Shad, thank you. Yeah, I've definitely got to do that, mate. Sandeep, no worries. That's more important. This mighty 777. It's great to be taking part in a big old event like this again for a little, first time in a very long time. It's been too long. Breaks. There we are.
And station, sorry, ground is back. I did hear that comment about the wife, and no, that's not right. Qantas 953, I'm just going to have an aircraft pushing right after you. So if you can expedite Echo Sierra Tango Bailey Delta.
I don't know what comment he was on about there.
Sorry, correction, Bay Charlie 4.
Got to set doors to automatic as well in the ground ops.
Melbourne Ground, Qantas 422, push and start, Charlie 6.
How did you talk when I'm talking to someone else? Jetstar 516, left on a Papa, hold short runway 27.
Left on Papa, hold short runway 27, Jetstar 516.
Boeing 777, taxi Papa, holding point runway 27.
Sorry, 777, correction, Papa, holding point 27, 777.
Little tickler power.
Jetstar 744, taxi Victor Foxtrot Echo.
He's told us short of Quebec, so we've got to basically stop at this line here. We're not cleared to go any further.
Thanks, Cafe 44, follow the Jetstar, Victor Foxtrot Echo, hold short Papa.
Victor Foxtrot Echo, hold short Papa, follow the Jetstar Cafe 44.
Jetstar 504, same for you, Victor Foxtrot Echo, hold short
Great
Papa,
controller,
follow
he's
the Cafe.
super busy. Just firing off instructions here. Chadzime says disconnect to the aileron, hall sensor board, cleans the sensor and its target, put it all back together, did a full calibration, no more issues. Ah, see that's beyond my ability.
Thanks, bye-bye, brake, Qantas 8656, monitor tower, call them when ready.
Taxi lights off.
Sorry, correction 20.5.
And we'll set parking brake.
Over to tower when ready, yeah, to 120.5, and thanks for the ATC.
Busy.
Night, but great, good on you.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Qantas 432, request taxi.
Qantas 432, was it?
87.
Thanks, Qantas 432, taxi Golf, hold
It's
short
like a
Alpha.
normal day at Heathrow, isn't it? All queuing up down on Alpha.
Ground Qantas 402 should we follow Qantas 8656?
Turn up 1 2, Qantas 402, A firm, you can follow the Qantas in front of you.
Follow the Qantas and should we contact
Jania, well it
our
depends on the rest
flight
of your
ready?
computer because you might
That in 2 seconds, brake, Qantas 777,
end up
tower
needing an
20.5
entire
today.
new
777
computer to make your components compatible with the RTX 4090.
Echo, if you can get around the Boeing, hold short of Quebec.
Short of Quebec, I'll try to get around the 777, thanks, New Zealand 126.
Osprey 99 Free Bravo, it's going to be Quebec behind the Qantas A320, you're going to be coming in front of the New Zealand 777.
Roger, in front of the New Zealand 777 and behind the Qantas 320, so on to Quebec 993 Bravo.
And guys, I'm just going to need your patience here, I am taking delivery as well, so just stand by for me.
Ground Osprey 54.5, ready for taxi.
Osprey 5145, taxi Uniform Victor Foxtrot Echo, hold short of Papa.
Uniform Victor Foxtrot Echo, hold short, par Osprey for 1.5.
So
Emirates 404, I do see you there.
he's in front of me,
2 seconds, thanks for your patience.
and I'm in front of that Air New Zealand.
Melbourne ground 1701, push and start.
On a 1701 to stand by, I'm trying to get the aircraft off to your right out first.
So it's super busy.
Roger that, stand by.
On a
That'll be cabin
953,
secure.
taxi for pass to the bay.
Taxi pop up to the bay.
Yep.
953, have a good
Thanks,
night.
what bay number are you for?
We'll go Charlie 6, Qantas 953.
Thanks, that's occupied at the moment, there's a company in that. You want Charlie 8?
We'll take Charlie 8, Qantas 958.
Thanks, Qantas 953, taxi for the bay, Charlie 8. Qantas 422, the aircraft is going to pull in behind you, bay Charlie 8, off to your left there.
Taxi lights off,
into the bay, push
just to
back
show
into
that we're not moving any further at this point.
Qantas 422, thank you. Thanks for your patience. Good. Just after 744, I'm going to give you the option here. You want the power or you want Quebec?
Second push stop on.
He is, isn't he, David?
4 bay, Fox 16, push approved.
Second very just on 4,
Just after 744, you want the power or you want Quebec?
See how I've cut the corner slightly there? So focused on lining up and slotting in the right way, I've actually let the wheels come across that off that centre line a little bit.
They need the Delta base.
Emirates 404, thanks, taxi Echo Alpha.
I have a feeling the Air New Zealand is not going to yield, because he's inching.
Osprey 5145, hold short of Tango.
Osprey 51.5, say again please.
Etihad.
Osprey 5145, hold short of Tango on Victor.
Nice.
Hold short Tango on Victor, Osprey 51.5.
So many 777s on the network, it's incredible.
Victor and follow the Osprey.
Sky Pilot, welcome. Great to see you flying in Australia, landing in my hometown, Sydney. Awesome, great channel.
Thanks. Anyone still waiting for push apart from Qantas 1701?
Okay, so the Qantas link's moving. Taxi lights back on.
Osprey, sorry,
And we will continue to move with him. A
A
little bit of power, and I'm actually going to now try and fix the centre line mistake by just bringing the wheels across.
Just looking for you. There you are. Osprey 46 Bravo Golf, g'day, push and start is approved.
Push start approved, Osprey 46 Bravo Golf.
On a 1701, I'm going to get you out in about 2 minutes.
And I don't want to go crazy on the power, because we're burning fuel every time we move them throttles forward, so I'm just trying to keep it on idle, and we just roll. Gently.
Push and start.
Station calling, I'll call you back. Break 9 Echo 1 taxi Whiskey Alpha Juliet Victor.
David, that's so impressive, isn't it, for them to have sustained such popularity as well. 2 on final now.
Victor short of Tango for 9 Echo 1.
There they are.
Sorry, that was Eddie had 5 X-ray calling for push.
Had 5 X-ray calling for push and back.
Eddie had 5 X-ray, push and start approved.
Push and start.
Do love the Air New Zealand 777s. I wish they had them at Heathrow still. Finish welcome.
On a 69, we vacated November, and you're on Echo holding short. Runway 1.
Okay, so that's solid.
And we'd like a Delta Bay.
On a 69, thank
1-8, preferably.
by Echo Alpha Stand Delta 1 6.
Brakes. Oops.
Alpha 1.
Park brakes set, taxi lights off.
Velocity 1, g'day, hold short runway 16.
Here comes some of the traffic on final.
Osprey 5145, gear plane to the Qantas 777, it's going to be on Echo, then to Alpha. Once they're clear of you on Echo...
Not really, Morgan.
Echo and,
because we're all getting out with the same sequence. So actually, if everybody just creeps along and idle, they're burning slightly less fuel than they otherwise would.
Osprey 51.5.
On a 738, fantastic aircraft in the sim.
Taxi Victor, Foxtrot, short of Echo.
Great fun.
Taxi Victor, Victor, Foxtrot, short of Echo, Osprey 51.5.
Thanks. All stations, information Victor's now changed. The changes, wind 260 degrees, 20 gusting at 30, cloud scattered 2,000,
wow.
Broken 2,400, broken 3,000.
Stormy.
Doing information Victor.
Ground 8840, November 4 Delta 11.
Eddie had 460.
Set that metal back in the live chat for you guys. If you're enjoying today, hit like. throughout the stream today. Almost a video.
Melbourne ground, you're going to follow the Osprey all the way to the holding point.
1003.
Once there, Qantas 432, you're going to follow the Osprey in front of you all the way to the Papa holding point, runway 27.
Roger, follow the Osprey all the way to the holding point, Qantas 432.
Sorry, who's calling flight FR?
Gee whiz, that looks... Wait, is that somebody trying to manhandle the MD-11? God, we reverses max, so be clearing the way, because near that.
Yep, my bad.
Shuffy neck.
Should be there now.
Morgan, because it's an event we haven't taken part in a long time, and we've also got a lot of viewers in Australia and New Zealand.
Sorry.
Oh, oh, that's heavy.
Jetstar 530, hold on the back. Jetstar 404, you ready for taxi?
See, it's so busy, look. On final, they've got another one on short final now.
Apologies for that. Jetstar 404, taxi by Yankee Victor, on short Tango.
So Tower's going to find it hard to sequence everybody in and out.
That's correct. Osprey 5145, Qantas is clear now, you can taxi by Airco.
Look at that. Melbourne.
Sorry, Osprey 51.5 second.
Osprey 5145, the Qantas
There's a gap there though.
You can taxi by Echo, hold short of Papa.
Just after this next bit of traffic.
Osprey 51.5, thank you.
Pop up to the one, what bay number are you for?
Echo.
Sorry, just say anything at Echo?
Yes.
Thanks, just next week Echo 2, taxi
That's an
Echo,
efficient way to do it.
hold short of Victor.
Cross runway 216, Echo, hold short Victor.
Look at that. Mighty. Oh, I didn't take it in a bad way, Morgan.
Go ahead.
I was just answering your question, mate.
Vessel 1 departure, Squawk 3262, we're Echo 9 with Victor.
43512, that's correct, thanks.
Velocity 512 ready for push, you can put it in the queue.
43512, you're in the queue.
Bit earlier than usual, isn't it? Stream.
Call the 0.5 today.
20.5, thank you.
Osprey 993 Bravo, Qantas. So correction, New Zealand off to your left is going to give way to you. Contact the tower when you're ready to 0.5 today.
Roger, great job. Onto tower 125, Osprey 993 Bravo. Good night.
Thanks, see you later. Break New Zealand 126, skip.
Departures 189.
Qantas 8656, line up behind the landing A320, 27.
Line up and wait behind the arriving A320. Qantas 86.
It's getting really murky, isn't it?
Yeah,
oh, it's a big flare. Oh, oh! Whoa! That's a long landing. Crikey. Yeah, Vert, not on an event like this though, buddy. There's too much traffic to sequence for the controllers. So he's going to give way.
8656, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Qantas 8656.
Jetstar 501.
Onward vacated. And vacated.
Jetstar 501, contact ground. See you later.
Ground, Jetstar 501, bye.
Jetstar 516, line up and wait, 27.
Yeah, we've all been getting handed off Vert. At least today. Insane amount of traffic.
I'm in tower, g'day, Jetstar 744, holding short for a departure on runway.
At least that's what I've been hearing anyway, today. No, the printer does not work out of the 777.
Qantas, Jetstar 516,
oh my goodness, look at that. Justin's up. That's a big old queue waiting to taxi in. Tower, good evening. Osprey 993 Bravo's on Quebec, holding short number 2 in the queue.
Yep, Qantas
8656, contact departure, see you later.
Over to 118, decimal 9, thanks for the ATC, make it A. Qantas 8656.
Jetstar 512, runway
2,286 metres of usable runway. Going to be sporty.
Jetstar 516, runway 27.
He wasn't paying any attention.
Tower Qantas 402, holding short at Quebec.
So that's all set.
Break, Qantas 402, runway 27, line up and wait.
That's him.
Line up and wait, Qantas
We'll leave the
402.
taxi lights on for now. And we've already briefed that departure as well. So I'll just get my chart set up ready. He's off.
Boeing 777 Tower.
Boeing 777, Melbourne Tower.
Him.
Thank you, can you hold on for par please for 27?
Boeing 777, holding for par.
He should be there. But what he's doing on that junction is blocking everybody else. I don't think we have anyone else on final currently. Ooh, Rainbow.
Jetstar
Look at that.
516, contact departures now, see you later.
Amazing.
Departure, Jetstar 516.
Lights, signs, overhead panel, APU's off, that's all good. And we are ready. Anti-ice.
Qantas 402,
automatic.
runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 27,
Traffic,
Qantas 402.
weather.
Bravo Victor X-ray, Niner 3 Bravo, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27, line up and wait, Osprey 993 Bravo. Strobes. 18.9 for the departure frequency, so that's our next frequency that we're going to be using. I'm going to whack the landing lights on now, just as one less thing for us to worry about. Here we go. I wish this camera that we're in now was a bit easier to control, like the drone camera. 1 hour 30 clock time, Pop Rock, but realistically, this is a long old journey. This lots of Osprey taking part today, which I absolutely love.
Qantas 402, contact departures now, see you later.
Contact departures, yeah.
I want to use as much of this runway as we can. Love the gridding on the runway here. A little dab of the brakes, so we'll come right slightly first, and then, just as the nose comes over that centre line, we start to steer her onto the middle. And I want the belly right over 27.
Osprey 993 Bravo, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Oh, lovely. 27 clear for takeoff, Osprey 993 Bravo Heavy. Alright, well let's keep the momentum going.
Boeing 777.
Is this actually more
line up
efficient?
Behind the company, please, of 27.
Boeing 777, ladder 27.
Engines look good. Toga. Speed's alive, 80 knots, power set. Rotate. Already through V2, positive rate, gear up.
Tower, good day, Cafe 44 with you in the lineup.
And we're going to bring up one of the flaps.
Cafe
Flap
44,
15.
good evening. Break.
Just to bring that speed up.
Bravo, contact departures now, see you later.
3000. Departures, see you. Great job, Osprey 993 Bravo, good night.
402, cancel speed restrictions below 10,000.
That's
Cancel speed restrictions below 10,000, Qantas 402.
Melbourne departure, good evening, Osprey 993 Bravo, Heavy's Airborne 2000. Flat 5. into the rain.
Osprey 993 Bravo, identified, climb by the SID, flight level 240.
Climb by the SID, flight level 240, Osprey 993 Bravo. Perna, welcome. So after departure then, we're going to get the taxi lights off, runway turn off lights off, that's all still set, that's good. Flaps can now go up, and away we go.
Qantas 8656, contact Melbourne, tunnel 123.75.
Over to 123.75, but Qantas 8656, thanks for the ATC.
12375, that's going to be next frequency. Look at that. Oh my god. I think it was 12375. Whoa. I love this.
Melbourne departure, Boeing 777 is
oh, wow.
1,400 or 5,000, just for one departure.
This event, especially for Aussies, is great practice for VATSIM, a regular event with lots of controllers, Night Shepherd says. Yeah, it's a weekly event, this is, folks. So every single week, VATPac run this event, every Monday. And it's really great. Super busy, so if you're brand new to VATSIM, I wouldn't recommend it, because it's quite intense otherwise. $7,500, so climbing really nicely here. Transition altitude is 10,000 on departure, so we're coming up to that, and we're going to go to standard pressure at that point. We're coming up to that now, so at 9,000 I'm just going to turn the landing lights off. Leave the passenger signs on manually at the moment because of the cloud. We should get a rather spectacular breakout soon. So I'm going to get ready for a screenshot. Standard pressure. Oh yeah. Now we're talking.
Look
at this. Cloud surfing.
New Zealand 126 departures identified, climb by the SID.
Climbing to 240 by the SID, New Zealand 126.
Mega. Little bit of engine wiggle there, look at that shaking around. Back into the cloud. I mean, look how stunning this flight simulator is. It's insane, the level of detail and quality, isn't it? What we get on this sim. There's no third-party add-ons for how this all looks or anything. It's just exquisite. Okay, climbing like a rocket. Look how light we are. Jeez. Onto the legs page.
Plane 777, track direct docel.
Plane 777 direct docel.
And now we can pop the seatbelt signs off.
Public departure, 744, g'day.
I mean, look at this. I think it's that one. How stunning. This is live weather. No third-party immersion pack or anything like that. Just stunning.
Osprey 993 Bravo, stop climb flight before 170, report indicated airspeed.
Yeah, we'll struggle with that. We've just gone through 170, we're 315 knots.
Reduce speed on the spine, 290 knots or less, stop climb flight before 200.
290 or less and stop climb 200, Osprey 993 Bravo. He gave us that instruction far too late. And now we've probably got a negative G penalty.
402, contact Melbourne, Center 1.
Because that aeroplane just went whoosh.
123.75.
Really hard. Even now again, like.
Jetstar 744 departures identified. Climb via the SID flight level 240. Apologies for the delay. Climb via SID at 240.
Because we're chasing the 737, that or the A320 there, which is slow. Right in front of us. Justin says it's awesome to have us flying back with us in Australia, Luke. G'day, Ian.
Jetstar 744, cancel speed restrictions below 10 south.
There's watching in the car whilst the kids are doing soccer training. Have a great flight. So we've got stop climb. And that's because we're massively outperforming this aeroplane here. And yeah, as Night Shepherd said, the tower is just churning the flights out to try and get Melbourne cleared. There's so many flights sitting on the ground.
And Osprey 993 Bravo, reduce speed 310 knots.
Wilco, we're doing indicated 290 knots, Osprey 993 Bravo.
Osprey 993 Bravo, my apologies, reduce speed 270.
Wilco, Osprey 993 Bravo. We could just overtake the guy.
Jetstar 744 request. Jetstar 744, go ahead. What was the altitude set for May to climb to? Flight level 240.
Melbourne departures, g'day, Cafe 44 passing.
I'm going to suggest here that we could probably take an offset track and overtake. Because we are vastly faster than an A320. Yeah, it took an extra 1,000 kilograms of fuel for this.
Jetstar 744, cancel SID, track direct hotel. Yeah, track direct hotel. Jetstar 744.
Soaring guy.
993 Bravo, contact Melbourne Center 123.4.
123.75 for Center, Osprey 993 Bravo. Great job and enjoy the rest of the night.
Still there.
Where'd he go? Melbourne Center, good evening, Osprey 993 Bravos, inbound Dosal, speed 270, stop climb, flight level 200.
Osprey 993 Bravo, Melbourne Center.
Following 777 Melbourne Center, direct to Dosal, flight level 198 for flight level 240.
Following 777 Melbourne Center. JetX 7405, resume on navigation, reclear direct to Lindy.
Look at that! All these aeroplanes.
Center, good evening, Jetstar 509, flight level 345, descending to 501 Bulla.
Jetstar 509 or Melbourne Center.
This is not efficient.
Traffic.
And Melbourne Center, New Zealand 126 with you.
New Zealand 126, Melbourne Center, climb flight level 350.
Climb to flight level 350, thanks, New Zealand 126.
Osprey 993 Bravo, climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, and we can take an offset track if it helps you at any point, Osprey 993 Bravo.
Osprey 993 Bravo, thanks, full advice.
Up we go, rocket ship.
JetX 7405, contact approach 132.0, okay. 132.0.
So obviously real time now in Australia it'd be complete darkness. So because we love the views and I wanted to show you guys the weather systems around Melbourne at the moment, giving us the choppy conditions and things, I wound the time back because it's always nice to kind of have a little look down at where we're flying and different parts of the world. If it's been a little while since we've been in Australia, but look at all this weather, this thick cloud, little pocket of rainbow just underneath that cumulus there actually, which is quite nice. Yes, Justin, the Santorini of Australia, Hamilton Island. We do need to revisit that. That's rather fun, isn't it? Great job by all the controllers so far. It's got to be said. It's a very difficult task sequencing all this traffic in an event.
Qantas 690, descend 9,000, QNH 1003.
9,000 and QNH 1003 for Qantas 690.
What speed they're going to have us cruising?
Requesting further climb.
Going 777, climb flight level 370.
On 777, climb flight level 370.
Number 7, g'day, Cafe 44, passing flight level 163.
Cafe 44, Melbourne Centre. Going 777, advise your speed.
Pop rock, no.
Control 777 at 342
PMDG
knots.
default.
I believe 342 knots.
Jeez.
Correction, 320 knots.
320, thanks. Great. Osprey 909 Bravo, advise your speed on climb.
We were told that the previous controller maintained 270. We can go as fast as you like, Osprey 993 Bravo.
Can you do 300?
A firm will accelerate 300 Osprey 993 Bravo.
Thank you. Brake going 777, maintain 300 knots on climb.
777, 300 and climb.
If you can just add that indicator there, so just indicated.
I don't know who that extra person is.
Jetstar 744, climb flight level 370.
So that's Mach 77 in reality, which will give us indicated about 300. Not as fast as we could go. Justin, yeah, the sounds have been tweaked, so I really quite like them. I liked them before anyway, but I think some small improvements here and there that made it quite nice.
Sierra, it's going to be no further ATC services for you. You can monitor Unicom now, 122.8 today.
Monitor Unicom manufacturer.
Maybe we'll try Mach 8. We've got 300. Go on, make it Mach 80. Oh, lovely.
Descend 9,000, QNH 1003, Qantas 181.
Qantas 690, contact approach 132.0. Qantas 690, contact approach 132.0.
132.0, Qantas 690.
Jetstar 579, request further
contact center 132.2, g'day.
Leveling off.
Qantas 8656, contact center 132.2, g'day.
1322.
Over to 132.2 to Qantas 8656.
So our next frequency.
ATC, g'day.
Jetstar 579, request further descent.
5, correction, Jetstar 509, descend flight level 130.
Descent 130, Jetstar 509.
Cafe 44, flight level 240, requesting higher.
Heading 360.
I reckon we could squeeze Mach 8-1.
Was that for Cafe 44?
Negative, going 777 for spacing, turn left, heading 360.
That's such an awful call sign. Why?
Cafe 44, flight level 240, request further climb.
Cafe 44, 4, Melbourne Centre, climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, leaving flight level 240, Cathay 44.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 422 with you, flight level 170 for 240. Last station calling, sorry to say call sign. Qantas 422. Qantas 422, Melbourne Centre, climb flight level 330.
Justin is not doing very well. It's precisely 1 year old, this Boeing TCA yoke, and it's basically starting to break already, which gives you a very clear idea of the cheap build quality of these very expensive pieces of hardware. And a lot of people on the forums across Reddit and all that sort of stuff are all having the same problem.
Jetstar 516, contact center,
the turbulence there.
132.2, g'day. 402, contact center, 132.2.
So I either have to send it back for a couple of weeks into France at my own expense, or I dismantle it and try and fix it myself. But I'm going to see how long I can make it last before it actually breaks properly. Look at that. So many contrails. Ah, Sandeep, why not? What's happening?
Cathay 44, can we just get 3 minutes out?
Cathay 44 approved, call you back.
We'll call you back, Cathay 44.
If you want to join our virtual airline, you can do so. Join our channel's virtual airline community, Osprey Airways. Got all these beautiful liveries created by a couple of talented livery artists. And you can find out all the information on our website, britishavgeek.com. David G, morning matey. And if you want to purchase the PMDG 777-300, I can highly recommend this. It's just an insanely good aeroplane. Head to pmdg.com as well. Worth every single penny this. What they've done is an absolute masterpiece.
With you, flight level 240.
Osprey 5145, Melbourne Centre, climb flight level 3. Correction, climb flight level 2.
I can't stop flying it.
Actually, no, sorry. Climb flight level 3.
Ordinarily, I'd have done this in the 737-800, I think, or the Phoenix A320, but I just had to give this a bash. I know, David. Long time rolling the 777. Basically got a type rating now at this point. I love it. I just feel like I'm in sync with the aeroplane, if that makes sense, which for a flight product is immense.
509 90,000 1003.
Descent to 90,000, QNH 1003, just for 509.
Boeing 777, film on navigation, reclaim track to Ebony.
Boeing 777, no navigation, direct to Ebony.
Next time also.
993 Bravo, contact center 1322, g'day.
Center 1322, g'day, Osprey 993 Bravo, great job. It's great having some full ATC.
Tunnel station standby, finish controlling with the next coordinate with the next control.
So there, I was about to transmit Sam on frequency, but he is now coordinating and he's just said to stand by, so therefore I'm not going to push in and say hello, I'm here on your frequency. Just going to wait. That's that Boeing 777 guy that's just been Leroyed off. He's off over there somewhere.
When ready to send 250, just 503. Say again for 503. 250 knots
Tilda, then publish speed 503.
Start 14, 12, heading 140.
Turn left, heading 210, just star 1412.
Just start 14, 12, negative, heading 140.
Heading 4040, just star 1412.
Just start 14, 12, negative, heading 140.
Wow. And now that's just taken up tons of radio time.
Heading 140, that's our 1412.
Austria 33 Alpha, connection on 129 is wide, expect start.
139 is late, expect start, change job, thanks for that.
Oh, 777, Melbourne Centre, flight level 331.
129 is wide, expect start. Got a 471, Melbourne Centre.
On a 471, you were blocked, sorry.
Got a 471, connection on 129.
Danish, hello. It says the frequency you're on, the 8 traffic control, is the amazing Dylan. Massive thank you to all of them at VATPac today. I'm just waiting for a natural gap. Melbourne Centre, good evening. Osprey 993 Bravo, who's flight level 310 Ebony. No, Pop Rocks, it's
Osprey 777.
Osprey 993 Bravo.
Osprey 993 Bravo, sending back.
Pop Rocks no, so we've got a specific ICAO code that we've created.
Canberra, connecting on the ground, cancel the watch, they're just going to drop Canberra due to control workload.
Ron, welcome, buddy. Should we have a look, see how busy it is?
Centre, Qantas 402, flight level 370.
There's the situation on the ground in Melbourne. Mega busy. I've got no idea who's flying along. There's an Osprey 5145. Greg, there is.
777, Melbourne Centre, flight level 341.
Look at that storm that he captured there, wow.
Just 701, turn right, heading 290. Heading 290, just 701.
Melbourne Centre on velocity.
Super busy.
21, flight level 360.
Velocity 621, Centre, good evening. Brake Qantas 1952, resume navigation, clear direct Ruby.
Resume navigation, direct Ruby.
Justin in his A320 up in front, there he is, leading the pack. His little dinky A320. Oh, there's us behind as well.
Just 701, resume navigation, clear direct Ruby.
Having to really carefully listen out here for
Just 14,
our call sign.
heading 270.
And then big old line of traffic going into Melbourne, but it looks like the traffic's being handled really nicely here. A couple of outbound vectors though. They will be sent off south over the coast. There's MPS Gaming right up in front. And then a whole load of traffic going the other way.
483, overhead handsets in less than 170. At 10.170, 47.
Ron, yes, did a training flight in the 777, he says, there to Spain. Used time acceleration, but pushed it too much and all of a sudden was at 32 times. And before he had it back, he was over Africa. It's very difficult to manage that. Anything over 16, or anything over 8 times, Ron, then you probably want to just press the reset button on the UFT to sort all that out. Yeah, MPS, I'm not sure, mate. Mike, good morning. It is morning, just about, yep.
Please repeat, just for 1412.
Yeah, Marshal 5, welcome.
There in the middle.
Just 1412, turn right, heading 270. Right, 270.
Look how high these clouds are.
We're turning right currently, we're the hang of 2.
David's just learning the E-Jet for the moment, but will soon come to the 777.
290.
And suddenly there's a lot of people not doing what they're being asked to do. Makes it quite difficult for controllers, that.
Swiss 188 and sequencing descent now, flight level 250.
Pop Rock. I've been asked that before, 2.5 years ago rather. They did an update to Sim Toolkit Pro that created a massive memory loss error thing, and it was causing crash to desktops and all sorts, so I stopped using it at that point. And I quite like what Volanta do. I've got used to it. We should, we'll get towards Sydney. Little way to go. We're going to be Rivet 3 arrival. ILS 34 left or right, not sure which. We could probably start now getting ready for the approach, to be fair. What have we got here? I'll whack a minimums of 102.
188, just confirm descent now, flight level 250. Qantas 1952, click direct Naba.
Direct Naba, Qantas 1952.
Jetstar 14, flight will resume our navigation. Cleared direct route.
Resume on navigation.
That'll do. QNH 1004. So high to low down you go.
We're gonna go direct to Rumi. Romeo Uniform Mike India Echo.
That's all set.
This 188.
What have we got here?
Reduced speed 250.
It's got to be 3-4 left for the arrival, surely. Order break 1, and we're probably going to vacate Bravo 9, right Bravo 9, down towards the domestic area.
180, 656, connect 123, that's 175.
So we might want order break 2 actually.
Over to 123.
Order break 1 I think should be sufficient with reverse thrust and then manual brakes. So we'll run with that. Order break 1. Approach ref. Estimated landing weight 212. Oops. We'll go for 213. Lap 30. Order break 1. So VREF minimums, QNH set, NavRad 110, 10, 335, that's all in the box. And we've already done the arrival procedure. So we've already put in, prior to the flight today, charts, there we go. The Rivet 3 arrival, which is going to run us all the way through Bigham, Tammy, and Boogie, 6,000 feet. And then heading out 121, 155 to expect radar vectors from Masho. And then you can see there it says vectors on the FMS there. And then from there we'll be routed round via traffic control to Sausage before heading in 335 degrees for the ILS. Missed approach wise, it's track 335, mandatory 500 feet, turn left, track 320, climb to 3000 or as directed. And there are cautions of lock false indications due to aircraft near taxiway Alpha 1. Simultaneous approach as well might be used. So we might get aircraft on 3-4 right as well. Smaller jets might get that and the bigger jets might get the big one, to be fair.
Good evening, Jetstar 237, 340.
So non-ups coming up, 12.2 tons probably.
One there, Jetstar 515, connected on 129,
11.2, good, with loads of fuel. Enough for about 20 minutes of holding, in fact. Explorers Mad says Sydney is using independent visual approaches.
Qantas 402, connection on 129.86.
Well, that's fun because it's proper stormy.
Center Qantas 77 flying 320.
Qantas 77, Center, good evening, clear the Xenon Alpha arrival, runway 27.
It's great taking part in such a busy event again. Been a long time, hasn't it?
Melbourne, what was the previous call for Qantas 422?
7320, Qantas 77.
Qantas 425, connect center 12375, good night.
12375, Qantas 425.
Qantas 1952 on frequency.
Qantas 952 with you.
Qantas 1952, when ready, descend for level 250, maintain speed 280 knots or greater till Lizzie, then publish speeds.
When ready, descend flight level 250.
That's traffic going to Melbourne.
280 onto Lizzie, then publish speeds. Qantas 1952.
Melbourne, thank you, very good evening. It's 75 outside flight 340.
Just 75 Alpha, Center, good evening, break velocity 621, resume own navigation, clear direct to Rooney.
I'm listening intently, I don't want to miss anything here.
Qantas 402 on frequency. Osprey 993 Bravo, connect center 129.8, expect star.
129.8 to expect star, Osprey 993 Bravo. Good job, good night.
The Odell 7 arrival for runway 34 right. When ready, descend flight level 250.
Let's see what we get. Was this airborne? Nice.
7 for runway 34 right. When ready, descend flight level 250.
He's already being vectored, look at that. Gosh. Wow.
ATC heading 010.
Top descent in 60 miles, folks. Center, good day, Osprey 993 Bravo Heavies, flight level 310, Mach decimal 81.
Osprey 993 Bravo Heavy, Melbourne Center, good day, cleared rivet 3, arrival runway 34 left. When ready, descend flight level 250.
Cleared rivet 3, 34 left, and when ready, descend flight level 250, Osprey 993 Bravo Heavy.
Jet Star 516, cleared direct rivet.
Right, 310. Rivets 3, 2 down to 2. Was it 250? A terrible bit of scribbling there. And 3-4 left is what we planned for, so that's good. We've got descent when ready, so that doesn't mean we have to start the descent now. What we can do is make sure everything is all set up. We can just set the box like so.
Boeing 777, Melbourne Center, g'day. Cleared 3, arrival runway 34 left. When ready, descend flight level 250 and reduce minimum clean speed.
Boeing 777, cleared river 3, arrival runway 34 left, descend flight level 250, reducing to clean minimum on descent.
No, not on descent.
And Boeing 777, when
the guy's just making it all up.
250, so at your top of descent, you can.
He's right behind me. I guarantee he's gonna. I guarantee there's gonna be a problem on the arrival, isn't there? Does VATSIM have auto frequency change? No.
Own navigation, cleared direct Acmea, then direct Odell to join the star.
Direct Acmea.
If it doesn't, do you think it will, and do you think it should? No, I don't think it should. Because the point is, we end up having the ability to fly the aeroplane properly. A pilot doesn't have frequency auto-tune in real life, so on VATSIM, bearing in mind we try and replicate real-world procedures, air traffic control, all the rest of it, we need to physically change those radios. Right, I'm going to just quickly run to go and fill my water up, folks. Drinking a lot of it today. Listen out for me on the radio. Let us know if we miss anything. I'll be back in literally about 40 seconds.
Lost 333 Alpha, contact Sydney approach 124, decimal 4, good day.
124, decimal 4, 123 Alpha, have a nice day, bye-bye.
Boeing 777, just confirm minimum clean speed.
Follow 777, did you want us to start reducing our minimum clean?
Yeah, reduce minimum clean speed now, please.
Follow 777, reducing to minimum clean.
Brilliant. He's causing all sorts of carnage already, isn't he? Let's see where he is behind us. I bet he's giving me a colonoscopy. Yep, there he is. Not far off. Look at these contrails everywhere. Literally surrounded by them. This is insane. So incredible. I love the sim, it's so good. Minimum clean means he's flying far too fast. He's not done any of the instructions from air traffic control with speed management. So he's been asked to fly as slow as his aeroplane can safely do without needing flaps, Lubox. That's basically what minimum clean is. So he's been asked to basically slow right down to about probably 230 knots. If you fly Airbus, it's like the green dot speed, if that makes sense, Lubox. I'll point it out as we decelerate later for the descent. I'll point it out to you. 20 miles to top of descent. Learning to fly, welcome. Look at all that down below. We haven't ventured.
777, turn left heading 010.
And now he gets vectored already.
Left heading 010.
And it's left, whatever it is, then your call sign. Sounds like he's a new pilot, but he's just basically Leroy Jenkins onto a big, busy event.
Jetstar 744, Melbourne Centre.
It is Justin, yeah. Flight Tampa Sydney's very good.
744, turn left heading 010.
I just got to remember to vacate right.
Arrival from rate 34 right. Maintain flight level 370.
I'm sorry, could you repeat all that please for 740?
Jetstar 744, turn left heading 030. Clear the Odell 7 arrival from rate 34 right. Maintain flight level 370.
Right, I'm going to begin a gentle descent now.
So left head 370.
Monsieur, hello. No, the weather is live, so as it is in real life right now, but yeah, the time I've moved backwards, if that makes sense. So I'm going to begin the descent now, early, just to have a smooth entry into that descent, 10 miles before our top of descent. And the controller will be able to see on his radar scope now that we're beginning to descend with a negative vertical speed. We've got weather traffic. Here was, we've got 34 left.
Jetstar 516, descend via star 10 down to QNH 1004.
Off he goes now on his vector. You've got to know how to try and fly your aeroplane as best as possible, folks, certainly before you try and jump into an event like this, because it is hectic, and it's you've got to be able to be on it and do everything that's expected of you to sort of play your part in the event running smoothly. As fun as it might seem, and as exciting as it might be.
Jetstar 744, turn left heading 010.
To just dive in.
So left heading 010, Jetstar 744.
Gunning down below according to the map.
Jetstar 516, over.
Wow, that guy's at his maximum speed. He's riding the clackers. Our VNAV profile is starting to come up now. It's 1,000 foot below that profile at the moment. We're going to see that diamond start to move. That diamond is our VNAV profile calculation from the aeroplane. We're going to see that move down. Same with here on the PFD.
Turn right heading 120.
There we go, starting to move. And it should start to move almost about now. Here we go. So now we're intercepting the proper descent profile that the aeroplane has calculated. What we've done is we've entered that descent early, just to make it even smoother.
136.56, report airspeed.
Airspeed decimal 582, that's 136.56.
Negative, your airspeed, speed and knots, please.
Airspeed 260 knots.
136.56, increase speed 290 knots.
290 knots for 136.56.
You're not clacking, you're slacking.
516, reduce speed 285 knots.
Amazing controllers.
Osprey 993 Bravo, descend via star 10 down to QNH 1004. Reduce speed 270 knots.
Descend 10,000 QNH 1004 and descend 270 knots, Osprey 993 Bravo.
Boeing 777, descend now, flight level 250.
Boeing 777, descend to flight level 250.
See what we do here. So I'm going to go vertical speed mode now just to take control of the jets a bit more accurately. 1600 should be good for the descent. We'll see how slippy the jet becomes.
186.56, contact Sydney approach 124, days 14.
I'm just trying to calculate roughly where the aeroplane wants us to be at 10,000. So Tammy, add up below 9, pick them above 8. So a little bit of speed brake.
Jetstar 744, re-cleared direct Acmea, then direct Odell, when ready, descend, flight level 130.
Learn to fly, very exciting. That's a bit better.
Repeat last one, 744.
Jetstar 744, re-cleared direct Acmea, then direct Odell, descend, flight level 130.
I'm trying to catch the handovers from the controllers for the aeroplanes in front, so I can try and work out pre-tune what disregard. It's just telling us we've still got our speed brake out.
Following 777, resume own navigation, resume own navigation, cleared direct to Tarrell.
Boeing 777,
There we
resume
go.
own navigation direct to Tarrell.
What a great event. Couple of holds. Let's see, what have we got? We haven't got any holds, in fact, flying into here by the looks of it. There's one at Sausage.
Osprey 5145, Melbourne Centre.
So the only hold we might be given is this one here. Where's that Osprey? Somebody's being called. Been a while since we did one of these, Justin.
Jetstar 516, contact Sydney approach 124, days 14 today.
Bring that in. Fixed ring, runway 34 left.
Melbourne, Osprey 45, with you, flight level 350.
Just 8 and 4.
Osprey 5145, Melbourne Centre.
Couple of fixed rings for us.
3 arrival, runway 34 left, when ready, descend, flight level 250.
Learn to fly, thanks, 124.4. So it's all about thinking as far ahead of the aeroplane as we can possibly think. And you can see how busy we are here on these events. Working really hard.
Jetstar 744, just confirm your direct Oda, correction, direct Acmea. Jetstar 516, contact Sydney approach 124, days north. Boeing 777, descend via star 10 down to QNH 1004. I report your airspeed.
Boeing 777, descend to 10 down to QNH 1004. Airspeed is 48.
Oh, there's no ATC.
Boeing 777, increase speed 270 knots. Thanks for your help.
Boeing 777 increases to 270.
Qantas 422, cleared, rivet 3 arrival, runway 34 left, when ready, descend, flight level 250.
Bring that in.
Cleared, rivet 3
Just going to reduce the speed brake setting a tiny bit. And we'll close the speed brake. We'll see what 1800 foot per minute gives us now. Look at the winds. A little bit choppy, a little bit variable. If we run the METAR command in the live chat, you guys will be able to see what the weather is doing at Sydney.
44, descend via star 9000 QNH 1004.
3:30 at 11. It's a lot calmer than I thought it would have been actually.
Qantas 402 and Osprey 993 Bravo in turn, contact Sydney approach on 124 decimal 4.
124 decimal 4, thank you for the ATC.
1244 Osprey 993. Cheers. Have a good night. That's a really nice in-turn change. Now I've got to wait for him. Oops.
What's the QNH?
Expect independent visual approach runway 34, right information, uniform, descend 7,000.
Sydney approach, good evening, Osprey 993 Bravo Heavies. QNH 1004 descending 170 for 10,000.
Station calling, call sign only.
Osprey 993 Bravo Heavy.
Osprey 993 Bravo Heavy, thanks Sydney approach. G'day, descend by the star 8000, runway 3 for left, expect independent visual approach.
Descend via the star 8000, expect independent visual approach, runway 34 left. Osprey 993 Bravo Heavy. Jan, yes. Visual approach.
15, descend by star 6000, maintain.
No ILS then, folks. We're going to hand fly the whole ruddy thing. Very exciting. Should probably put a Cat 1 ILS minimum in then, really. What have we got? 220. Too many zips, spinnies. Okay, so just change the minimums there, just to make sure we play it safe. Independent visual approach, which means we might get an aircraft on our right hand side flying the same thing. You have to do it on the VATSIM website, Pop Rock. Speed brake. Rivet 3. Tammy's below 9, so we've got to make sure we are.
Contact Sydney director 1.
That's fine.
Over to 126.1 for Qantas 86. Thanks for the ATC. G'day.
Next frequency. 126.1. Disregard the master caution. Checklists. We've done all of that already. Approach briefing complete. Altimeters are set. Landing checks are next. Bung.
Descend by the star 6000, report runway 34 right, side.
Down to 6000 and you'll report 34 right side, Qantas 559.
Someone's just asked me, does a visual approach mean that we have no ILS? Basically, yeah. It's a good question. It's effectively, it's quite common in the US as well, actually. But basically, we hand fly the approach. Just gonna pause the music. Gonna find a decent bit of music to wait for though. And we'll go sterile now because it's going to get busy.
Sydney approach, following 777 flight level 173 for 10,000, River 3 arrival.
933, Sydney approach, g'day, information uniform, descend by the star 8000, runway 34 left, expect independent visual approach.
Following 777, descend by the star 8000, we'll be expecting the IVR 34 left.
Jan, basically, standard.
Osprey 993 Bravo, descend by past 6,000, maintain 270 knots or radar until 6,000.
Jeez. Descend 6,000 and 270 or greater, Osprey 993 Bravo.
Osprey 993 Bravo, confirmed 270 knots or greater until 6,000.
270 or greater till 6,000, Osprey 993 Bravo. Right, let's pop that on, those on, that's all fine, they're set, lights all set, good stuff. Yeah, busy. Busy. And now this is keeping us pretty fast. I wonder if New Sky is going to give us a speed penalty here. So we're tracking our flight, of course, via our virtual airline client today. And it expects us to maintain 250 knots below 10,000 feet. So it'll be interesting to see if we're going to get a speed penalty. I'm not sure if we will or not. Hopefully not. Christopher, yeah, that's their version of the milk run, but in Australia this is their milk run, if that makes sense. Where's next? Boogie at or above 6. I'm just going to go to 1,000 foot per minute just to smooth that off. Maintaining 270. There's an aeroplane over there somewhere. Can't quite see him. Cabin secure. He's over there somewhere anyway. I resume normal speed, Osprey 993 Bravo. Got to use an ICAO code learning to fly.
Star 744 CD approach, g'day, information, uniform, descend by the Star 7000, runway 34 right, expectedly independent visual approach. Descend by Star 7000, expect runway 34 right.
Qantas Flight 59's visual with 34 right.
Qantas Flight 59.
Interesting. Resume normal speed anyway, so let's get it down to 240, use a bit of drag. Sydney, right on the nose.
6,000,
And in the turn. So independent visual approach. It
744 confirmed, tracking by the O Delta.
is going to be down to us to sort out.
Repeat what? Just 744 confirmed, tracking by the O Delta.
Oh, Night Shepherd, look up. Give you a little light show. Oh, a bit hasty on the spin there.
Confirm we should be tracking 704. You appear to be tracking for the rivet. Turn left is track direct to O'Dale.
Sounds like that pilot's got the wrong.
Turn left heading 030.
They've got the wrong SID put in, basically. They're the star put in. So they've been given a different star to the one that they've planned for. They haven't actually changed it in their approach, in their MCDU or FMS.
744, turn left immediately, heading 030.
And now he's just confused and not listening.
Turn left 030, just 744.
There's Sydney.
Qantas 402 at 7,000, requesting further descent.
702, stand by for that, turn right, heading 070.
Is that for Qantas 402?
Oh.
Plus 402, apologies, heading 070, maintain 70.
Right, over the coast, light signs, overhead panels set, that's all good. 6,000s.
Contact director 126.1.
126.1, Qantas Flight 59.
Osprey 993 Bravo, contact Sydney Director 12681.
City Director 126.1, Osprey 993 Bravo Heavy. Thanks, have a good night. Good job.
You do. 5 miles to run, descend
261, 25. Vectors are coming up.
Descend 2000, Qantas 559.
Just 516 to left heading 010, intercept the runway tree for left localizer.
So, City Director, good evening. Osprey 993 Bravo's Nasho 6000.
Osprey 993 Bravo, Sydney Director, g'day. You have 30 miles to run. Fly heading 155, descend 3000.
155 descend 3000, Roger Osprey 993 Bravo. Uh-oh, what was it? 155?
Got a 559 turn right heading 2.
Somebody was asking about minimum clean earlier.
Right 200, Qantas 5.
Where it says up here on this aeroplane, that's our minimum clean. So I'm going to just fly above that now. 155, descend 3000.
Just 516, speed 240 knots until the localizer. That's right, 993 Bravo, speed 210 knots to the localizer.
210 to the localizer, Osprey 993 Bravo Heavy. Okay, so flaps. Sequencing in here.
516 cleared
I think
approach from a tree for left.
this is still getting us lined up on the localizer, but it's giving us visual separation of airplanes. I think, really, more than anything else.
Expedite into 2000, Qantas 559.
Down to 210.
Just 516, maintain 3000 to the poppies.
MPS, good job.
City Director Boeing 777 is on the river 3 arrival, runway 34 left, 6,900.
Look at this.
Boeing 777 Sydney Director, descend 3000.
Oh, wow.
To run, report runway 3 for left and side.
Woo! So good. I mean, that is stunning, isn't it? Really cool.
777, thanks.
No, I'm on a
993
track.
Bravo, turn right heading 070 for base.
Right, 070, Osprey 993 Bravo.
At a 559, turn right heading 310, intercept the runway 3 for right localizer.
Roger to 310, intercepting the tree.
So right turn 070.
Osprey 993 Bravo, make that a left turn now heading 010.
Left turn 010, Osprey 993 Bravo.
Sydney Director Qantas 402 heading 150, 6,000 feet.
Session calling from Qantas.
Chuffing
Affirmative.
He's testing our ability to fly this aeroplane, isn't he?
32 miles to run, descend 2000.
Descend 2000.
3000's coming up, 210, speed brakes armed. We'll go flat 5 to bring the nose down a bit.
516.
010. Going to keep walking around.
I think I've already given that to you, my apologies. Boeing 777, depart Nasho heading 155.
Boeing 777 heading 155 up to Nasho.
Qantas 402, turn right heading 160.
So if I spun that all the way around to 010, that would have been telling the aeroplane to continue the right turn because of our location relative to that bearing that we've been given. But yeah, don't forget,
550.
Marvin, you're saying there we were flying 146 heading. No, what you're seeing there was the track of 146, but the heading of 155. Okay, so 3000 to 210 until the localizer. We've got our fixed rings in, speed brakes armed, signs, auto brakes set. We need landing gear down, flaps 30 in a little while, but that'll be fine. Let's get that ready. 212.6, 138. That's good.
Bravo, speed now 230 knots to the localizer.
230 to the localizer, Osprey 993 Bravo. Flaps 1. Flaps up.
516, thanks. 8 miles to run, contact the tower 120.
He's not cleared us for the localizer though.
Osprey 909 Bravo, to left heading 350, intercept the runway 34 left localizer.
Left 350, intercept localizer 34 left, Osprey 993 Bravo. So heading 350 and lock active, that's in motion now.
777 speed now, what, 200 knots?
777 200 knots.
Yeah, Jayfoot. So they're getting us to establish on the localizer, but they're not clearing us for the glide slope to fly the ILS approach. They're clearing us for the visual approach. So at that point, we can turn the autopilot off and hand fly the entire arrival. You could, if you wanted to, just fly the ILS in VATSIM anyway. There's no bones about that. 335.
Osprey 993 Bravo, report runway 34 left and fine.
A firm, and we're just establishing now. Osprey 993 Bravo, runway inside.
Osprey 993 Bravo, roger. You cleared the independent visual approach, runway 34 left.
Clear visual approach, 34 left, Osprey 993 Bravo.
Qantas 402, turn right heading 180.
Now we've got to try and manage the energy of the aeroplane.
Boeing 777, turn left heading
210 will do.
base.
Left heading 070 for base, 777.
Now you notice I haven't pressed approach.
Qantas 559, confirm ops normal.
Finally, ops normal, Qantas 559.
That's a nice thing to hear, thanks. You have 9 miles to run, contact the tower 120.5. Good luck.
Tower 120.5, Qantas 559.
Got the gear out a bit too early there. My workload got very high, look, and we've ended up getting the gear out with 20 odd miles to go. But it is what it is. That's what happens when you get a little bit of extra pressure bolted on.
Priority to reach 3,000.
Look how spectacular this is, and look at the crab as well, this crosswind, look at that. I'm about to try and hand fly that. We're going to fly the visual approach, Gary, so we're going to try and hand fly the ILS, basically.
Boeing 777, turn left heading 010, intercept the runway 34 left localizer.
Boeing 777, left heading 010 to intercept.
This is fun. We're pointing off that way. 38 knot crosswind. What?
Sydney Director, Osprey 51.5 with you, 6,500 feet.
Osprey 5145 heavy. Sydney Director, good day. Descend via star 3000, 30 miles to run, report runway 34 left and fine.
Descend via star to 3000, runway 34 left. Osprey 5145.
Boeing 777, clear the independent visual approach, runway 34 left on that heading.
Boeing 777, clear the IVR, 34 left.
IVR.
IVA.
That's 3993 Bravo, report established on the Buppies.
We'll go Osprey 993 Bravo.
Qantas 402, turn right heading 260 base.
260 base, Qantas 402.
Okay, let's settle in. Autopilot off. So we've already done some of the work. Gear down, flap 15 currently, so we've got to sort the speed out and fly the 35 knot crosswind by hand. Rab, welcome buddy. How's the bike ride? $180.
Osprey 5145, depart Nashville heading 070.
Depart Nashville heading 070, Osprey 51.5.
God, this crosswind's interesting. Osprey 993 Bravo Heavies on the Pappies.
Osprey 993 Bravo, thanks. 8 miles to run, contact tower 120.5. Good day.
Tower 1205, Osprey 993 Bravo Heavy, thanks, good job, good night. God, that's hard work with this. What have we got? 137, 142.
516, take ground on 6,500.
Wow. This crosswind's great.
Correct, 384, holding runway 34 right, ready for departure.
Whoa! Look how much crab we've got.
For Sydney Tower,
I'm going to turn the flight directors off because that's actually confusing. Sydney Tower, good evening, Osprey 993 Bravo. Heavy's 5 mile final visual, 3 for left.
FA 125, 3 for left, good takeoff. 3 for left to takeoff, good A 125.
A little bit of easing off there.
Osprey 993 Bravo, Sydney Tower, good A.
He's recognised 126.5 for ground, but I'm not even going to try and solve that now. Rate of descent's a little high, but when we look down to change the frequency, I've buggered up that entry into the glide. So we're just fixing that early.
Contact ground,
like that.
Disregard standby.
There we go. Just keeping the trim going as well to try and keep it nice and trim. 22 knot crosswind left to right now, but variable. Lots of work with the stick.
City Tower, 777 3 for left.
That aircraft's just gone. Airborne, so we're next to land. One's holding on the left.
Osprey 993 Bravo, 3 for left, please land.
3 for left, cleared land. Osprey 993 Bravo heavy. What an epic approach this is.
777 Sydney Tower on the visual for 3 for left.
Hey.
Boeing 777 Sydney Tower, good day.
Sort the speed out.
400.
Massive workload there. That's where you need 2 pilots.
Approaching minimum.
125 departures, 123 days, 10, good day.
200 minimums.
Continue.
Cafe 125, have a good day.
100.
Looking ahead.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Lots of controls. Touchdown. Reverse green.
Over at Alpha 6,
Yes. And brakes. Manual brakes. Bravo 9's coming up. 50 knots.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 559, should I go to ground on 126.5?
I'll do 559, continue Lima, hold shorter Charlie,
Oh my goodness, I'm
Charlie,
sweating.
connect ground 126.5, good day.
Lima holding short of Charlie, and then ground, Qantas 559.
Rex 384, just confirming we're holding at runway 34 right for now.
26.5.
Okay, station point takeoff.
Rex 384, just confirming we're holding at runway 34 right, ready for departure for now.
Rex 84, 34, okay, takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Rex 384. Runway 34 right, thank you.
287. Look at that, touchdown. Bosh! Right at the centre line. So fun. We'll go left here. There goes the speed brake. And we'll get them flaps up.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 402, established on...
Look at those strobes bouncing off the ground there as well, stunning.
Boeing 777, 3 for left, clear to land.
Boeing 777, clear for left, 3 for left.
Osprey 54.5 established runway 34 left.
Osprey 51,
all coming
45,
in.
Sydney Tower, good day.
Maria, welcome.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 402, established runway 34 right.
Landing lights.
Qantas 402, Sydney Tower, good day.
Oh, ground's just gone offline.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 559 back with you on Lima holding
That's
short of
disappointing. There's like a whole hour left.
That's 559 taxi, just hold short Charlie for now, stand by.
Now he knows learning to fly.
Takeoff using 1412 with you, Lima.
Oh, Tower's just gone offline as well.
These enemy stations called Tower in the last probably 30 seconds.
Oh, it says give me 30 seconds. Oh, I think he's bandboxing actually.
Yeah, doing 1412, we're checking in at Lima.
Coming 1412, squawk, no, Charlie please.
1412.
I'll leave that on. Learn to fly, no.
Kind of 4023, call right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 34 right, Qantas 402, thank you.
Should have done what he did. Tower sprint on 3 Bravos, holding at Bravo to cross 25.
Osprey 993 Bravo, taxi by Bravo, cross 25 to the bay, connect.
Okay, cross to the bay, have a good night. Sprint 993 Bravo, cheers.
Well, 777 vacated 3 for left on Golf, request a taxi to international terminal.
777 taxi Golf to the bay, go in.
Golf to the bay, 777.
Osprey 5145, correction, 34 left, clear to land.
Now I've got to find a stand that's big enough for us. Not sure if there are any. 40s. They look pretty whopper. In fact, Terminal 3, big stands. 1, 2, 3, that'll do. GSX. Ah. Terminal 1.
Tower Jet 5013, 34 right.
All stations, stand by, controller change in progress.
Just gonna have to try and pick one really. Find one that's suitable. Medium. 4 looks pretty big. 13 looks pretty big. Oh, 13's probably got a static on it then. Not on there. Bay 10. Heavy with safe dock. Gotcha.
Station Sydney Tower is back.
Massive thank you to VATPac for this epic event. Great to have been able to take part in it today. Get the strobes off, taxi lights on, that's all set, that's all good, AQ's on. Water break off. First officer's flight director can go off as well now, that's all set. Let's sort of rudder trim, actually elevator trim looks pretty good. Ailerons on 0. Mathis, welcome. Hello to you. Yes, stunning event, really cool. The air traffic controllers tonight have done a fantastic job. And it's great to have streamed a little earlier. Here comes Kimmy. I don't want to go that way.
Tango Lima, hold short Charlie.
We'll abort it for safety reasons.
The guys waiting at Lima, the code 34 left, I haven't forgotten about you, I'll just get to you in a second.
Go on, son. I'll race you.
Cafe 292, but no 34.
Takeoff 422. Let's 34 left.
The aircraft that just exited off of 34 left, what's your call sign, sorry?
Osprey 5145.
Osprey 5145, welcome to Sydney Taxi Alpha across 25 to the bay.
I'll follow the guy now.
25 to the bay, back Osprey 5145.
I'll bring that wheel right over to keep the wheels at the centre of the aeroplane in line with the yellow line as best as we can. Over we go. We'll keep GSX happy for a little bit now. We'll have the follow me car see us in to end today's journey. Here we go.
Cafe 929, contact departures please. There you are.
Look at that. I've not been to this part of the airport before. It's really cool.
422.
No, Jan, what sector today, buddy? The event's finishing now, actually.
34 left, clear to land, 422, thank you.
Left's clear.
Contact 559 to me that one.
Contact 559.
On 559, do you reckon you can slip past? Are you looking for the?
Nice and wide.
Yeah, you can do it through Bravo. So Bravo's to the bay, 559 here.
Contact 402, follow company Qantas Bravo cross 25 to the bay.
Will do, contact 402.
Tower Ricky, just 504 Sydney Tower, reduced minimum approach speed.
There we go. Look at those lights on approach as well.
Sydney Tower, g'day, just 744, 8 mile final for 34 right.
Just 744 Sydney Tower.
Justin, that's you at Delta 6. Which is that's down there, right?
34 right, just 744.
All stations, any information, Alpha is now current, it's all available.
Yeah, I think YouTube's having a bit of a hiccup there, because the internet here is fine, but and it said excellent connection, but YouTube was having a bit of a fit. There's our VDGS. Such a remarkable machine, this aeroplane. I mean, we threw it through quite a high energy approach then, didn't we? Visual approach with 30 odd knot crosswinds. So good.
About another 2-3 minutes, I reckon.
12 metres. 10 metres. Oh yeah, right up to that red line. Just a little dab of the brakes, just to keep the speed scrubbed down.
Qantas 559, hold short Bravo 8.
4.
Hold short Bravo 8, Qantas 559.
2.
Cessna 504, runway 34 left.
And we're going downhill a bit here as well. 1.
Tower Korean Air
5.
Requesting taxi to runway 34 left.
1. Bar brakes set.
69
Okay.
Sydney Tower, taxi Alpha cross 25, Alpha 6 holding point 34 left.
Fuel control levers. To the shut-off position. 8.2 tons of fuel left. It's good that we took an extra 1,000 kilograms just in case. In fact, we can click that there and bring that to this handy location. So we can disarm all the doors. Ground connections, chops. We call for ground power and the jetway.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 422, request taxi
Beacon
to
lights.
Qantas domestic terminal.
Qantas 422, contact ground now 126.5.
126.5,
Okay.
422,
So we should have
Qantas 559 and
jetway
Qantas
connection
402,
to 2 left. There it is. So we'll enter open 2 left, open the cargoes, and begin the disembarkation as well, the deboarding with GSX. Like so. Should we see how well we've done on New Sky? There's every chance, because we've been given that accelerated approach through 10,000 feet, we had to maintain 270 knots. there's a very small chance that we might have to
runway 34 left,
just swallow a bit of a penalty. Look at that. So we'll see what we've got on New Sky. We'll close the log.
Contact ground 126 decimal 5 for clearance.
Put that on night mode for you guys. So 43,200 something profit. That's nice. We got a 10. Good. It's allowed us to do that speed restriction override from ATC there. And there's the approach and our little route.
Osprey 4650 Golf to the south.
Really cool. Nice to take part in an event again for a long time. Actually, it's VATPac have been really accommodating. So big thank you to all of you guys over in Australia, New Zealand, tuning in. Slightly later for you guys, of course, but a little bit of an earlier time than usual, and you get to watch it live rather than on demand, which is quite nice. Well, I'm going to head off to the Maccas over there and get myself a flat white and a Big Mac. But in the meantime, as always, folks, enjoy the rest of the evening ahead and enjoy the week ahead as well. We're going to be flying some point next weekend out of the new Pyreek Devco Edinburgh version 2 coming very soon to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I've been working on that from the ground up. Wonderful scenery developer, and I'm looking forward to checking that out. So we're going to work out a controller stream from Edinburgh over the next few days as well, so we can enjoy that new scenery. I can set up a tower view there for you folks and be your ground controller for a few hours, but we'll also fly into Edinburgh perhaps as well. I think if I can work that out that way. So, as always, massive thank you to everybody taking part today. As Mathis has said there in the live chat, great event. Big thank you to Sunday and Chinook for donating loads of channel memberships for the next month, for 10 of you watching today, and a massive thank you of course to VATPac for providing once again a really cool event, fantastic air traffic control under immensely busy conditions. Hit like before you head off, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'm just going to spin this around so you guys can see Sydney's CBD as we end the stream. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.